Hi, Mac Dolls. Welcome back to my channel. So today I didn't really want to bring out, like anything fashionable, of course, shockingly. I didn't really want to do too much just like regular girl talk. I wanted to do something a little bit more personable. Something real, something that I struggle with every day. Something that has started to become super, I don't want to say popular because that's not the word, but something that's really starting to become more recognizable, not only to everyone, but everyone in the Black community. Just kind of everyone starting to realize mental issues that affect you on a daily basis, and not just people that are like, oh yeah, I think I might have that. Like, no, like people, I want to make this for people that are really like, you know, dealing with these kind of things, real things every day, not just people that think they do. Um, you know, I've had anxiety diagnosed for almost, what, like 7 years now? So today, guys, listen, I got my wine, I got to have my red. Like, I really wanted to sit down and just kind of really like talk to, all my Black girls out there, not even girls, just all, all my peoples out there. For us having, I'm not going to say a mental issue, having something that disables us from being our true kings and queens every day is something that should be talked about, and that it is really starting to be talked about. A lot of people are starting to get on, that are on platforms, actresses and actors and musicians and radio personalities are actually starting to use their platforms to talk about mental issues and to talk about how important it is for us as Black people to really start getting checked out and learn, not only checked out, to learn how to deal with loved ones or friends or anybody that has anxiety, depression, things like that. Talking about it makes us learn how to treat everybody else, which is really good. I like the fact that it's not like such a stigma so much to, we're just gonna hide it anymore. Like, no, we're able to come out and really express ourselves, like, hey, I have anxiety, or, you know, help me, I have depression. Like, can we talk about it? Can we sit down? Anything like that. I'm gonna take a sip. But yeah, because for my story, it was kind of the same thing. I felt like there was something that, when I was, of course, I found out, I was, what, 15? I'm like at the heightened stage of puberty. My hormones are everywhere. I'm not understanding you know, why I have so much doubt in simple things. Like, what, like in trying to pick a shirt out for school. I'm like, you know what? No, I can't wear this because this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen. But then what is this is gonna, at the time it's not clicking in my head. Like, okay, this is something that's happening every day. This is way too often, and it started to get worse. Like it went from, the shirts I'm wearing, the shoes I'm wearing, to saying things to people. Simple as just saying hi. Like, it sounds like simple, simple. Anxiety sounds so simple, but for somebody, it's harder than you think. It's not just like, oh, should I speak to them? It's like 8 million people in your mind talking at the same time. One's telling you something good's gonna happen. This is me personally. I'm not saying this to everybody. Um, one telling you this is gonna go, just say it. Just say what you gotta say. The other one's saying, but no, if you say this, then this is gonna happen. The other one's like, no, then they're gonna hit you. And then, like, it's so much going on in your mind that it's like, shh, be quiet. Like, and then you get so worked up, and then just, it just doesn't stop. Like, you start to work yourself up over that. And that's one of the simple things, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just an example. You know, like I said, like that, I started realizing, okay, maybe this, you know what I'm saying? Like this, maybe this not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, you know, like it was, you know, certain things like my parents would just ask me to do something like simple or come to me like wanting to talk, and it would be like, like inside my body, I just feel like World War III is just bubbling up in my stomach, and now I'm nervous, and I'm like, what is it, and why, and this and that, and da da da. And it's like, yo, this is like, I don't know. But that's just kind of like the beginning of how I started to realize, you know, the things that were going on with me. And now that I'm 23 years old and I understand, you know, a lot about my anxiety, you know, I manage it. I started actually a couple years ago, you know, I started meditating. I know it's real cliche. It's really cliche. I understand. I get it. But it works for me. You know, well, when I was really starting heavy into it, it really started to work for me. You know, like I would, even just 30 minutes, like just coming in, you know, into my room, quiet, no TV, no mute. Well, maybe like, you know, some meditation music, but really no music with words. Put some candles on, get a scent, you know, it'd be some eucalyptus or anything like that. I said eucalyptus. I don't know if you caught it, but that word doesn't have an M at the beginning. Anyway, eucalyptus for my spelling bee champs. You know, just anything like that, put a little incense on, and I would just meditate, just calmly try to get everything out of my mind for the day. You know, I left toxic jobs because, you know, too much going on in my day would flare it up. You know, and if I'm thinking about doing this and doing that and doing that, like, and my body would be doing this even when I left work. You know, it would be too much for my mental to understand. You know, I started at the meditation and I started writing. Like whenever I would hesitate, I would write. And then I started actually slowing down and thinking about decisions. So anybody that actually deals with anxiety knows that making a decision is a huge thing. Like, no matter what it is, it's a huge thing. Like, it's like, somebody's like, bro, what you want to eat? I don't know. Huge thing. Like, no matter what it is, it's a huge thing. Like, it's like, somebody's like, bro, what you want to eat? I don't know. You know, for me, that's kind of what it is. It's like, you know, what do you want to do? I don't know. But yeah, like, it's, you know, it's a big thing. But just, I started to be able to go, you know, like, in my head freeze time, like, think about it, answer the question, or make the decision. You know, things like that. I mean, trust me, on a daily basis, you know, especially with running my own business, even doing these vlogs, you know, even at work, you know, I hesitate a lot. Like, it's a lot of hesitation. I don't know if other people notice it, but I notice it. You know, it's a lot of, you know, right now trying to be able to become that flourishing, you know, business owner that I want to become. It's even a lot of doubt. It's a lot of self-doubt. And I know I know that's really the only reason why, because I do believe in myself, and I do have a lot of people that do believe in me as well. But when, you know, it's just, like I said, it's that constant, well, if you do this, you know, it's, like I said, dealing with it is a lot harder than you think. Even though I might not show it a lot of the times, you know, I might not say, you know, I don't get on Twitter and tell people that I'm sad or I'm depressed and that, you know, me making a stupid decision cost me that, you know, I'm not that person. But that's another reason why I wanted to come to you guys with this vlog and just kind of get that out, you know, and just for other people that are like me, because I feel like there are people that are, not so expressionable as other people. I don't believe I'm that expressionable, and that's why, literally, that is why I chose fashion. I feel like fashion is my way of expressing myself without me doing this, you know, or without me doing any action. Like, you can kind of read me, or read what I want to be, or read how I feel, you know, for the day by what I have on. Now, if I got on my uniform, or if you see me out in some leggings and hoodie, don't worry about that part. We ain't talking about them days. we ain't, cause they, we ain't talking about them days. Anyway, you know, but you know, yeah, like I said, this is me being personable and like letting people know that it's a lot more, you know, it's a lot more of us out there than you think. You know, and like I said, with it becoming bigger, whenever I take a sip of wine, y'all take a sip of wine. But it becoming bigger, you know, people are starting to realize what it is, even depression. You know, for a little bit, I felt like I struggled with it. Never actually diagnosed, but I felt like I you know, anxiety, yes, depression, not so much. But you know, I felt like when starting, what was that, about halfway through college, you know, my anxiety started getting worse, you know, and it became so much as where I started to get dependent on certain things to get me through, you know, and that's when I feel like I reached the pinnacle of a depression. And you know, I started, like I said, that's when you know, my anxiety was at its peak too, because, you know, I was working a crazy job in college, trying to figure out what I'm about to do with myself and not knowing. At the same time, like I said, I'm 23 now and I still don't know what I'm about to do, you know, but no, I know what I really want to do, but you know what I'm saying? You know, it's things like that that can really cause somebody with anxiety to really, you know, and at this age, now that things are starting to get more in place, I feel like that really helps me be able to tackle it. On top of taking my medicine every now and then. And see, I didn't mention it. I also do things like this, like I write or I meditate or I listen to music instead of taking my anxiety medicine. You know, I try to be a little bit more holistic and a little bit more herbal instead of taking medicine a lot of time. But a lot of times, you know, I just gotta, you know, for the pain, or you know, like, or I get me a good old red wine, you feel me? And it takes me all the way out, you know. But like I said, when I started to, you know, reach that depression stage, you know, a lot of liquor, a lot of wine, a lot of other things was getting me through. But, and then, you know, I had to cut that out. But then that's when I started going a little bit more herbal. But yeah, don't do that part. Like, don't suppress anxiety. This is a PSA. Do not suppress anxiety with liquor and wine and drugs. Don't do that. This is like, you know, I'm just letting you know what I did. I'm not saying it was a good thing, but yeah, anyway, I just wanted to get this out. Because I know a lot of people, a lot of you that actually know this. But a lot of people that, you know me, have met me, they don't know this. They don't see me behind the scenes, and they just see the camera part of me, or they just see the Instagram or the out in the street part of me, but they don't see everything else that I deal with mentally on another basis. And it, you know, my anxiety goes a lot more deeper than that, but I just wanted to give you just an idea of, you know, what it's like for people like me and people with anxiety. And you know, maybe go home. If you know somebody with it, go home and love on them, even though they might not want you to. I don't know these people, but you know, just love on them. Just let them know that you are somebody that they can come and talk to. I'm somebody, if y'all want to DM me, call me, whatever, like, I'm somebody that you can come and talk to if you're ever having that self-doubt and you're not the type of person to talk yourself out of things. Like, I'm trying to be, you know, I still sometimes have to go to people and get things out. But at the same time, I'm trying to be that person that doesn't have to do that. That is like, okay, no, you got this. Keep pushing. Keep being the queen that you are, and just go for it. Like, just do it. That is the hardest thing for me. But I'm telling you, like, I literally have to tell myself, bro, just do it. Like, stop thinking about it. Just do it. Hush. Just do it. But yeah. Listen, that's all it is. And that's all I just, that's all I want to come to you guys today and talk about. And I really hope, like I said, I really hope that this helps somebody. By the way, if you haven't gotten on shopmaxstyles.com yet, it's going down. New orders is coming out soon. Soon as I can get some more, feedback with these companies, I got you. But what's on there now, go get it. I'm going to put the website right here, and it's going to be in the description. Subscribe, DM me, message me if it's any other things, topics that you guys feel like, I should get a little bit more personal about. I can't talk. I only had 3 sips of that wine, y'all. Anyway, but yeah, if there's anything you guys feel like I should get a little bit more personable about, or if you have any questions personally for me, just always DM me, hit me up. You know I'll answer the question. But yeah, subscribe, share, tell your peoples, add me on IG, Twitter, all of that, and I'll see y'all next time.